McDougal, celebrity photographer on scene. And also, I have with me my co-host, Shantana.
Welcome to our show today, and happy summer. It's almost over.
Oh,
Can
my
you believe
goodness.
that?
No. Well, actually, I can welcome her because, when kids go back to school.
Oh,
Then I'm going to have to entertain them.
absolutely. And look at what we got here today.
Yes, we have we have two special guests. These are my two nieces here. One is from New York, Staten Island, and my second one is from Chesapeake, Virginia. So we're going to let them tell you who they are right now. And their names. I want to make sure they pronounce it.
I'm Amaya,
From?
Staten Island.
Okay, all right. And?
I'm Zaria from Chesapeake.
Oh my. And let me tell
Wow.
you, these two girls right here, they are super fabulous. I was just, when I went down there to Chesapeake, Virginia, we were down there not celebrating, but actually, yes, we were down there celebrating with my niece, Zaya. Okay. So we were with my niece, Zaya, who has leukemia, and so they built a little house for her, and so we have lots of videos and photos to show. So we're gonna come back to the whole thing that we did. We're gonna try to show some videos if we can, to show you the surprise that the Rock Foundation actually built for Zaya, right? And it was a fabulous time. So we're gonna show a video too, to show you what went on in the Virginia Beach area if we can. And then you're going to let us know all about what you did.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I mean, she has been going through some amazing stuff. I'm waiting for the video.
Wow, you know that was a party.
What a beautiful, colorful event. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I missed that last night.
How did you miss that?
Oh my God, I went out and support another colleague of mine who hosts a DC fashion show for the first time. But as a support, you have to go out there and support the entrepreneur.
Right.
So it's called Color Rich last night, and they did a fabulous job.
Wow,
So, but that is
wow.
absolutely colorful.
Well,
Tell me more about that.
I'm going to go back into detail with that at first because I have a special guest that we're going to have and she's going to talk about it. But I wanted to introduce that video because it was special. We had a wonderful time. That event you saw there was called African Women Leadership Conference, and it was huge. Oh my goodness, who was there? And I actually. Very quickly, I actually had my little nieces there. They actually came right from Virginia Beach. We had them partying and everything else. So tell me your experience with that for the first time being in an environment at the Ritz-Carlton, no less.
Well, when we first came in, it was lots of music, and we saw two little rappers that were rapping a lot.
Wow, right?
Do you like the music? You did.
Well, they're actually going to be our guests today. They're on our way. They just texted me. We are on our way, so they will be in the house. And then, and what else? What were you doing?
we went there and we danced with.
You ate some food, right?
Yeah, we
remember?
ate fancy food.
What kind of food was that?
For dessert, we had blueberry cheesecake with a raspberry on top.
Oh my, classy. And what
she
else?
loved dessert, so she skipped the entree.
I actually ate last night. What do you remember? What the entree was? The main course.
Well,
Was it fish?
it was salmon.
It was salmon, but what was it? Too fancy, you said, right?
Yeah, too fancy.
Yeah, it was too fancy for them. But it's okay. I'm going to have to give them some more exposure and bring them all to these fancy places.
That's just fantastic that you brought them out to the event like that. It helped them to experience multicultural and be able to just, recognize that there's a lot of different activity, experiencing out there that you're going to be able to grow up and then try that and pave your own way, right?
Yes, and they were sitting with Leah. She's our photographer for today. So, of course, she can't be in front of the camera and be behind the camera, even though we do manage that a little bit, right? So tell me, what was your experience? I know you were trying on clothes and all kind of stuff, right? Tell us what you were doing while you were there. You were dancing. Who were you dancing with? And we have one of the guests who she was dancing with. She'll talk a little bit about that shortly, but go ahead.
I was dancing with this very,
talking to the mic,
experienced lady, and she loved to dance, and I wanted to take a picture with her.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
And she invited me and Amaya and Leah to go and eat with her.
Talk close to the mic.
To eat with her.
Yes, they did. So we're excited, and we're going to bring them on shortly. And then what else did you do? You were dancing, right? You were partying. I mean, what time did we leave the party?
I think it's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Really? I should have come by.
Yeah, so we was at the Ritz-Carlton. We were celebrating. We're going to give a little bit more detail with that. But before we do that, can we just talk briefly? We're going to move right along because we have special guests today that will be coming on, even though they are the special
These
guests.
are the special.
But we want to talk about Zaya. Very briefly, if we can show some pictures of Zaya and some videos and tell you a little bit about Zaya, who has cancer, leukemia, and yesterday was her day. So we had a wonderful time. So let's show that video.
Amazing photo. I saw it. You guys posted.
Hi, my name's Eric Newman. I'm the founder and chief play officer of Rock Solid Foundation. What Rock Solid Foundation does is we build hope for every single child and their family dealing with pediatric cancer. What we're out here doing today is Zyla. She was diagnosed, I don't know all the details.
Right, yeah,
she was diagnosed with Zyla was diagnosed with pediatric cancer.
Yes.
And the one thing that you never have to teach a child to do is to play. Well, when you're diagnosed with cancer, the first thing that's stripped from you is the act of play. So what Rock Solid Foundation does is we just make sure that these kids that are fighting a horrible battle never have to lose out on the one thing that none of us can get back, which is their childhood. And so what we did today is we brought a little piece of hope to the family. And we have a saying at the foundation, what does hope look like when it's not for what you had hoped for at all? And right behind me is what hope looks like. You have the community coming, just loving on this family. You have sponsors, people that have helped finance the bill, coming to love on the family. And you just have people in Hampton Roads and beyond just deciding to give up part of their day just to set themselves aside, just trying to love and serve some other people.
So how can we find you? Like if somebody who had the same situation?
So you can find Rock Solid Foundation on our website. It's rocksolidfoundation.org, and rock is spelled R-O-C.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time and bringing everybody here for Zaya to have this experience. They really enjoyed it.
So thank you so much.
And we thank you also for setting it up where she takes a limo and she goes and plays and she ate breakfast and all of that.
It's a little like Extreme Home Makeover stuff. I don't have a huge bus or a foghorn, but we do. We pick the families up in a limo. We rush them away. They go out to breakfast and hopefully an activity. And then from there, volunteers come in the backyard and they construct a swing set very similar behind me in about 2.5 to 3 hours. And then when the family comes home, everybody just comes together. We reveal the swing set, and then the kids, the siblings are just able to play.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. We're here at the swing set for Zaya. It's so beautiful. She is so excited. They gave us lunch after the activities. We got to go to a moon bounce and run around and just enjoying the day. So it was truly an experience that we have here today. So this was her gathering, and this is her cousin. So what is your experience here today? What did you do? Tell me.
I act like that was a little shock.
Where did you just come from?
Well, first I
went to IHOP to go out to eat in a limo.
Oh my, did you like that?
After that, the limo took us to the Kangaroo Jacks.
Is that where we were? Yes.
It was a bouncy place.
Did you have fun?
And then, yep.
And then back?
And then we came back in the limo, and all the people told us to close our eyes until we got in the yard. They told us to open it. We opened it. It was this.
Wow, how nice.
And we had pizza, table set up for us to eat.
And you're here with all your cousins. And this is my niece, and I'm going to let you tell. What is her name?
Amaya.
And where you live? In
New York.
Staten Island, New York, representing Staten Island. And we have here her mother. This is my niece, and she's going to tell me her experience very briefly.
Well, we traveled a long way from New York to come meet my niece, Zaya, for the first time.
Wow.
Because I haven't met her yet. And this was just a beautiful experience. Her face was priceless when she's in the park.
Yes, she did.
So,
and you're from?
She will enjoy it. Yeah, Staten Island, New York.
That's my niece. A big shout out. Now we're going to take you to the grandfather. Hey, Jamel, what's up? All the way from Staten Island. Tell us, how did you feel about all of this that just went on?
I felt great about it. I mean, this is like it's a real blessing, though. It's good to lift up Zaya's spirit, give her something to motivate her, keep her spirit up, considering the struggle that she has to go through. So I think it's a great thing. So it's really, really good. People will come out, band together, do something, nice. I think it'll make the world better if we had more things like this going on. So I think it's a great thing.
I think it's great. Well, thank you.
I'm really, appreciative of it, and I thank them for all that they do.
Well, thank you so much. This is my brother, and he's going to ask me a few questions. How about that? Well, I'm here at the park here that they built here for Zaya, and this is a wonderful experience for her, especially dealing with the cancer situation. And so she's so happy. She was under the weather a little bit. The stomach was hurting her. But for the most part, Zaya is very excited to see all her cousins, her grandfather, her mother, everybody, her father, her brothers and sisters, her cousins, everybody who was here. So we thank you for coming out, everybody, for sharing in this occasion. We have with you her grandmother, so she's going to say 2 sentences, a quick experience of all of this. So come on and tell us, what did you think about this today? Speaking to the camera, yes, very briefly.
I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, but I thank everybody. Zaya's my baby. We share the same birthday, October 29th. And that's my baby. And I'm just overwhelmed. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much
for being here. Thank you so much for being here.
Such a beautiful thing. Thank you.
I'm about to hit the boat.
I got girls in Atlanta. She's a good weed in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting the rest of the van. Legacy, family. Legacy.
I'm about to start Billy rocking.
Legacy, family. Legacy. Legacy. Celebrate. Camera. Then I can match like Randy. The chopper go out to the granny. Pull up your family. Hope the killers understand me.
Hey! Everybody go like this, look! Go like this! Leah, show them how to do it. Ready? Go!
I got broads in Atlanta, she said the real be found. Credit cards and the scammers, wake up the set, let it sound, over to let. They be anti-bands, I know the trap. I be pulling myself in the fan. I got plenty just up with Bugatti, but they can't tread. Legacies, family, ways to killing the drama. Pop a perk, I got signed up to really, they come and kill you with bananas. Feelings I feel it, put up in the final, no, they come and kill you with a collar. Things are bigger than the band, go out to the Grammy, but pull it, your pound, put up in the field. I got pull up in the giddy, I got this kind of dish, so you make you a lot of the money. Really give me, baby, CTD, pull up in the baby, pull up in the baby, up in the baby, go drill it, baby, we gon' kill it, baby. I got ball jack, I got car jack, it's how it is. Get it all for a ticket, I tell the ball when you spending the body, check the dawn, doing business in the baby. She doing the business, I begin to the chicken, count to the chicken, and all of my things are street.
I don't know why your company is good, baby.
Zaya's coming into her house. She's with the Rock Foundation, and this is an exciting time for her. And we're here in Chesapeake, Virginia. We just came from a beautiful jumping around trampoline.
Eyes close your eyes.
Oh, I'm supposed to be back. I want to see it.
No cheating. Eyes closed.
Eyes closed.
Eyes closed.
Everybody close their eyes. Don't open them. She has no idea what she's going to do.
Open, okay? 1,
This is an exciting time.
3.
Wow, look at that. Congratulations. She takes her first swing. Wow, how does it feel? Are you excited? Zai, how do you feel? How do you like this? How do you like this?
No, I like being a bat.
She's so excited she can't even stop playing and swinging. Look at that. So what do you have to say about the park?
Thank you.
Hard work, perseverance, being ready and able to face challenges as they come, and be able to move on, surmount them, believe in your God, and it's a combination of so many.
Wow.
That's a wonderful event.
What do you have to say about that?
Rock Solid Foundation, you guys rock.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. So we want to thank my 2 little nieces here for the experience they had with us, for being on the show as well. And then tell us just in a few words, what was your experience about all of that?
I was surprised.
You were surprised?
Yes.
And for your sister, tell me about your sister.
It was very exciting because when they told us to close our eyes, it was like funny to see Zaya's like her reaction. The first thing she did was run to the swing.
But you're with Zaya all the time. How is she? I know she had a stomach ache because we went out and we couldn't go into this other trampoline place, iCloud. It gave us a hard time. And she was very upset. She had pains. And so then they took her someplace else, right? So, but on average, every day, how is she?
She's good. Her stomach starts hurting sometimes.
Okay, from the chemo, right?
Yes, and then she gets medicine, and then she takes a little nap.
Okay. So tell us, if somebody wanted to give her a doll, what is her favorite item that she likes? Or
what style she likes?
She likes Minnie Mouse.
Minnie Mouse
dolls, and she likes like Baby Alive.
Okay, Baby Alive. Okay.
And if you guys could send her some headbands.
Okay.
All her hair hasn't fallen out yet.
Okay, well, there you go. You know where to send it? Just check out my Facebook page. I'll make sure I share it on the web. But introduce yourself one more time and tell them where you are and say, we loved having you here today.
Well, I'm Amaya.
Yes.
From Staten Island.
And you're glad to be here.
And I'm Zaria from Chesapeake, Virginia.
Wonderful. Wow. Thank you so much for coming on the show with us.
You guys are fabulous. Thank you for coming to join us today.
So we're gonna
thanks for having me.
I have fun talking.
You did? Well, we're happy to have you here. You have to come back and Skype in. So we're gonna show some pictures from Zaria's events, and then we're gonna bring on our second guest. How about that? Okay. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Her mother and her brother?
Yes, this is the photos that they had from the events, from activities. Yes, and so as you can see, they were getting out the limo. You have Alexander. He's wearing that beautiful shirt he has on from South Africa. We had a lot of people from the event last night from South Africa. And this is a group, as you can see, there's lots of people, lots of kids, lots of fun. That's a little sister right there in the swing. And that's the Rock Solid Foundation, as you can see. They did a fabulous job. And that was her. It says, you know, we can, what cancer cannot do. Right. And so we're not going to claim it for her. We're going to wish her a speedy recovery, even though she had a nice day. She had fun, she played, she laughed, she was very happy. She had a wonderful time. So we hope to that she gets better, and we're going to send all the prayers to her and wish her a speedy recovery. And it was good to be there with her.
And for 5 years old, she's 6 years old now.
Yes,
it's amazing to see her spirit is just kind of up high and having family allowed it. You did a good job.
She's not alone in that.
That's what I'm saying.
She has not only the Rock Foundation, but she has also her aunties. She has, the entire world.
Yes, the family is very important and very crucial at this moment to see that everybody come together for that.
Right, exactly.
It's important. It's important.
Yes. So I just want to say we have a special guest with us today. I call her Marilyn, but she is Dr.
Sophocles.
See, I let her pronounce it. And she joined us last week, and she had some young women with us, young ladies, and hopefully they'll be able to join us today. But we just want to show that video, the one right before it, because we were at a fabulous event last night. And so we want to make sure that we show that video first. Yes.
Hard work, perseverance, being ready and able to face challenges as they come, and be able to move on, surmount them, believe in your God. And it's a combination of so many things. But the whole idea is never give up.
Never.
Keep moving forward. God bless you.
Yes. Wow. Now, tell us her name.
Well, her name is Folorunsho Alakija, and she is, well, the most financially successful woman in Africa.
That's what they said,
She controls a block of oil about 70 miles out offshore. So that's no small feat, not just for a man or a woman, but period. So she's, according to Forbes magazine, the 87th most powerful woman out of the 100 most powerful women in the world.
Wow.
So that's no small feat, as I said. It's quite important. She is not only a successful businesswoman and a successful mother, businesswoman, but she is also an advocate for women. So she advocates women's rights, not just women's rights, but also women owning their own space. So what she does for women is tremendous. She also has a foundation that gives grants, business grants, to women who are widows. And to orphans. So she is also involved in fashion. So she is a very complete, well-rounded woman. Nobody's perfect, but she is close to perfection when it comes to performance.
And that's a good role model, and let women know that women we wear different hats, and it's okay. To be in finance, in business, as well as fashion, and also empower young women to follow the path that she is successful at.
And you might think that fashion and oil don't go together, but she somehow makes it happen.
Absolutely.
And you, when you listen to her speak, she was so powerful
and inspiring.
Inspiring, like she and everybody, like when they asked her a question, I'm surprised you didn't come up there and ask her that question. They were asking questions, right? And I was like, wow, I wanted to ask her a question, but she answered it so like to the point.
Yes, to the point. And in a very succinct way, but at the same time very impactful and powerful, and that's what's important.
What country does she from?
She's from Nigeria.
Nigeria,
yes.
Powerful woman.
And they said she's the richest woman in Nigeria. That's what they said.
Africa, actually.
Oh, and in Africa,
yes.
my. Yes, well, it was wonderful to be in her presence. I can tell you that.
So, how many countries involved last night to the event?
Well, I think I counted at least 10 countries.
Yes.
At our table, we were already 5 countries.
There was 5 countries, right.
Cameroon, France, Cameroon, also Nigeria.
Yes.
Who else was present? There was somebody from South Africa as well.
Yes, there was. Yes. Well, we're going to show, there's another video I want to show of another speaker, and I know you know who she is, but I'll let them play that video as well. There was a couple of speakers. Yes.
Everyone, we're here at the African Women Leadership Conference 2016 in Washington, D.C. And I'm here with the Senator for Atlanta, Georgia. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm very good. I'm Senator Donzella James from the great state of Georgia. And I'm so happy to be here at the African Women's Leadership Conference. right here in our nation's capital.
Yes.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, is this your first time at the conference?
No, it started in Atlanta. So I was the host, and now I think they call me the emeritus or something, but either way I've been to Houston and other places, and it's been wonderful being a part of an organization that works for the children and trying to make sure we have a brighter future.
That's amazing. And what is it that you want us, I'm just going to ask probably 2 questions. One of them is, what is it that you want us women to learn? You know, what do you think that we should learn from this conference?
You know, it's so many bold and powerful, awesome women who are already here. And so we just need to put our minds together. It's strength in numbers. We need to come up with ideas and plans on how we're going to help our children. It's one child, one mother, but it's really the whole village. We want to raise all of our children. So I want them to go home knowing that we can all come together and we can come with a firm plan and we can have a brighter future.
Amazing. And a word of inspiration to everyone watching, to all the women. You know, I don't want to be, I don't want to be selfish, but I'll just say this to everyone, but especially women watching you around the world. What is that word of inspiration that you would like to share with them?
Well, look at America right now. We have a woman that is nominated to run for president of this United States of a major party. She's the second because we had Shirley Chisholm, an African-American woman in 1967 who was actually the first woman that was taken seriously. But now we have one who actually can win this race. So we've broken the race barrier. Now we need to break the glass ceiling so that all young people will know that they can be anything they want to be. If they want to be president of the United States.
Hey, wow. Now, did you hear that?
Yes, do you want to be the president of the United States?
I don't know if I want to, but okay.
Well, Senator Donzella James is a powerful woman.
Yes.
She is a powerhouse of her own. She has put forth about 400 pieces of legislation for a safe environment for children.
Right.
She is has championed drug-free zones. She is also very involved in changing the lives, in improving the lives of autistic children. She is one of the most powerful lawmakers that I have ever seen, not only because of the pieces of legislation that she has championed, but also because of her passion for those causes. She has equal passion for autistic children, for also providing a safe environment for children. She is an amazing woman.
Oh, I can see it.
And her role model is, of course, Shirley Chisholm, the first African-American woman who ran for president in '67. So which better role model can one have than Shirley Chisholm?
Wow.
So, I mean, our hat off to Senator James.
Senator
Donzella
James. Yes,
Well,
she's amazing lady.
Yes.
Yes, and do you see these pictures? I mean, to see the pictures here, it is
So
super
colorful.
fabulous. Can you tell us, the president of the organization, can you tell us a little bit about him? Yes, he was a male, and then he was dominant. Oh my goodness, what?
Well, Mr. Elisha Atai is a media and communication public relation practitioner, and he has done a fabulous job in putting together that event and also in hosting it, in being the MC as well. So we really have a lot of admiration for Mr. Atai, because when a man champions women's causes, then you know that you have in front of you a strong man.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
That's the king right there.
Yes, exactly.
He really represented, he was among all those women. I mean, he does a fabulous job. I mean, I met him a couple of years back at an MLK March, and he said to me he was bringing a major event here with women leaders. And I mean, you know, I said to myself, well, okay, all right, let me know when you get here. When he got here, he says, Pat, my event is in like in 5 more days. I'm like, thanks for the notice. So I had to get out there and have Leah, you know, represent and take some pictures for me in the day while I handed, you know, and I made sure I covered the receptions and the galas, a part of it anyway, because I had to be with my niece. But for the most part, it was a fabulous event.
Wonderful.
You did a good job with the photo pad. I mean, that picture told a story.
Yes. And you did a great job also including the graduates from the Women Ambassadors Foundation of the YAIP program, which is a Young Ambassadors Internship Program. Those young ladies were in awe of these women of power, of strength, and who serve as role models to them. So I think that it was quite a treat for these young ladies.
Well, yes, and you had the graduation. They were here for the long week. We don't have any pictures to show because my internet kind of went out on me, but they had the graduation. And
yes, they had their graduation ceremony, and that went quite well. Each of them had to present a speech, and their speech was really, one of the things that I remember vividly was that out of this internship, what they learned was how the world was run, because they also discovered a little bit of the past you know, of the United States, how the world is currently run by visiting different organizations, international organizations, and also how the world could be run, because there is a potential by involving women to have a world that is a better world, a world that is a little bit more also equal in its perspective, in embracing all people.
Well done. I have to say, well done. It takes an effort like that to really achieve our community to be where we are today. I mean, we break the glass ceiling.
Yes.
I mean, it's so thick though. I mean, it's still there.
Yes, it is very important. It's important for young women to have those role models.
Right.
So,
I
was very happy for all the opportunities that they got during their internship.
Well, I like your outfit you have on.
Well,
I admire it.
I love it.
And that's the one that I was going to buy, right?
Yes,
she got me too.
I came there. I came first to the to the lady.
Oh, well, we were going to actually have the designer on today, but she wasn't able to make it, of course. So we'll have her on next week. She'll probably have to Skype in because I don't think she lives here,
It's a Nigerian design.
The clothes was fabulous.
Talk about fashion. That's why we were going to have a couple model and a fashion designer come on the show. Perhaps next week we can do that.
We can do that with all of them
together.
But they will have to Skype in for sure.
Are they back in the country already?
No, they're here, but I think they leave this week, so they won't be able to come onto the show. But there's a video there. I want to show it because it's very powerful. If we have time, can we show those videos? Very powerful videos. That's right, because we had so much fun. It's so much to show. We want to make sure we show it.
There's a lot going on this week. I also talk about cancer. I attend one of my girlfriend event, Sheer Victoria, meaning that she is survived through the cancer. So it's a kind of thing that we just have to remind ourselves to just keep supporting those people who go through the challenging, like Eunice and many women.
Eunice is so brave and full of joy.
She has a lot of energy. So tell us, where can we find you? If they wanted to find you, learn more about what you do, because she is the president of the Women Ambassadors Association.
Yes, it's called the Women Ambassadors Foundation. So the website is www.womenambassadorsfoundation.info.
Yes, and you can find me, of course, Patricia McDougall, celebrity photographer. Always on the scene. Always on the scene.
Always.
And Chintana, where can we find Chintana?
You can also see some of the boss of our show here on EmpowerImagination.com.
She reruns it back on her show, so we appreciate her supporting that. Yes,
absolutely.
Very nice of her.
Our goal is to really much empower each another, men and women coming together and unite together. It's so much going on these days that destructive. You know, I think this is a time that we got just come together and set aside the ego.
And you are so right when you say men and women.
That's correct.
Because we sort of complement each other, and we have to do it together. I mean, the planet doesn't belong to one gender versus the other.
That's right. That's right.
That's why I say, we have mother and father. So why are we fighting with each other?
One Chinese leader used to say, women own half of the sky. So
hey, I just want a part of the sky. That's it, right?
Yes, we can have the whole sky. sky, and the men can also have the whole sky.
That's very, very wise teaching. It's so true.
Well, we thank everybody for coming on today, and I especially thank you for
for
coming
inviting
as
us.
always.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, we're wonderful to have her back here.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
also my 2 little nieces, they did a fabulous job in telling us their story, and they had a wonderful time, and they're going to be with me this week. So if you have something for them to do, because they'll need to be busy while I work. I mean, Leah will be their chaperone, but they will be here for maybe a week and a half in the D.C. area. So we're on our way to Ben's Chili Bowl and also to the White House, because that was their first choice. So that's where we will be today. So thank you, Patricia McDougal, celebrity photographer in the house. And if we could just play that video, that would be awesome.
Thank you for joining us, and stay amazing out
Ceiling can be broken.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That glass ceiling can be smashed. That glass ceiling can be brought down to its barest minimum and shattered completely. What in my own concept and view is the most meaningful organization pertaining to Africa today. Because this is the organization that stands to affect the HDI of Africa. That is Human Development Index, standard of living, because when we get it right with women, as she said, everything else will be okay. Progress, peace, security will be driven by mother leaders. The she power, the soft power of women. And the next generation is being developed. We are catching them young so that they can do better what we didn't do. So, the end of it, some of you might want to know, we're not just stopping and talking. We are establishing a university of leadership for women.
Let's clap for that.
This is the vision, the end vision of the development continuum. That will be a composite of all the ideas of the qualities we want to have in womanhood, in leadership, for the greatest benefit of mankind. So, Anna will give the word. Well prepared, well indoctrinated, well developed, she leaders to change the world for the better. Thank you all. Please join us. And please, every support is required. This is outlook for you. If you're not there, please read the rest of this. We don't have time to read verbatim.
Thank you.